Hi, I'm Mrs. Wilcoxen. I'm the assistant principal at the intermediate school and the elementary school. And the book that I picked to share is called When Things Aren't Going Right, Go Left. One day, for no particular reason, nothing was going right. Absolutely, positively, nothing was going right. So I decided to go left. The first thing I did, I left behind my worries. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They looked up at me and wondered, "Where are you going?" But I just smiled and waved goodbye. "Wait!" they hollered. "Come back! What will happen to us?" I simply shrugged my shoulders. "You'll be fine." As I walked away, I thought, did I make the right choice? Should I go back and get them? Doubts crept in. So you know what I did? I left behind my doubts. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They bellowed, "You're making a mistake!" But I just gazed at the sky. They questioned, "Are you sure you're making the right decision?" "Absolutely," I declared. With my worries and my doubts left behind, I could finally think clearly. I forged on until I came to a pool and a diving board I remembered all too well. The last time I tried to dive off the diving board, I splatted on my back. Ouch. I remembered the pain and how scared I was. I started thinking, maybe I shouldn't try this again. So you know what I did? I left behind my fears. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They screamed, "Don't do it!" I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. "Stop!" they cried. But I simply turned and gave them a wink. I leaped, splat, on my back once again. Oof, that stings. I thought to myself, this is impossible. It can't be done. So you know what I did? I left behind my frustrations. Yep, I left them there right on the ground. They yelled, "You can't do it!" Again, I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. They laughed. "Give up already!" I whispered to myself, "No way, never." I leaped, feet together, toes pointed, legs straight. Perfect. I did it. I started to realize the more left I went, the more right I felt. So you know what I did? Yep, I kept going left. And before I knew it, everything was going right. As I walked home, I glanced at the ground and I noticed something that I did not expect. My frustrations were a lot smaller. My fears a lot quieter. My doubts a lot calmer. My worries practically gone. So I decided to pick them back up. And you know what? They felt lighter now. And they weren't so hard to handle anymore. And I realized it was okay to have them with me so long as I kept my eye on them and made sure that they didn't get too big or too loud or too overwhelming. But if they did, and I felt like nothing was going right again, then I'd simply go left. When life's burdens start to feel too heavy, don't be afraid to put them down for a while. I think my favorite childhood book is probably The Lorax. I love the Lorax, I love all the movies and the little cartoons that go along with it that you can watch on TV. But I love the message that the Lorax has, because it preaches that you have to care. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to change. And I think that's really important for anything in life, that you have to be passionate and care and show that you care to other people, and it makes a huge difference. And what's the nice part about the older you get, and when you get out of school, you get to pick to read whatever you want. And you don't have to tell anybody about it. You can just read for yourself. You don't have to come to school and talk to your friends about it. You can talk to your friends about it, but you don't have to. Reading can be something that's just for you and private, and something that you can do whenever it's late at night and all the lights are off and you're sleepy, but you're so excited about the next chapter of the book, and you pick it up and you keep reading because it's something that you just do for yourself. So that's something that you can look forward to as you get older.